I don't know what's harder to watch, House of the Dragon sex scenes or David and Dan's inside the episodes for Game of Thrones. While Dany kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet and Euron's forces, they certainly haven't forgotten about her, and they're just waiting for her to come back. I never thought I would actually say this, but I think I've already seen more than enough sex scenes involving Alicent and Sir Criston. Now, I do want to say it's not the actor's fault. Olivia and Fabian are very handsome. It's Alicent Hightower and Sir Criston Cole who make me want to sew my eyes shut. Like I said in my last video, I think they're a match made in hell. Now, with that being said, I'm always down to see a freak show. This is Game of Thrones, after all, and Alicent and Sir Criston are standing on the shoulders of giants. Even after everything that's happened, Alicent and Sir Criston still have a sexual relationship, as we saw at the end of the second episode. Well, in a recent interview, actors Olivia and Fabian said the original scene was actually much longer. It seems HBO has deleted a nasty sex scene that is described as animalistic in nature. In fact, it might have been the nastiest sex scene ever shown in Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. Why do you think they said it was animalistic? Were they doing it doggy style or, dare I say, dragon style? Olivia said, I know we did film a very long scene at the end of the second episode that unfortunately did not make the show. This is interesting because, as heavy or X-rated as the scene may have been, Olivia still wanted it to be in the episode. She goes on to say how showrunner Ryan Condal must have cut that scene. He must have thought the fans did not need to see it for whatever reason. Olivia thought, then why the hell did you make us film that scene if you're not going to add it to the episode? I agree. In another interview, Olivia said the sex scene was very messy and animalistic. They weren't exactly making love, but she said it was a lot of fun filming the scene. It's a shame we might not get to see how messy it was. Like I said, I'm not one who will shy away from a freak show. House of the Dragon writer and showrunner Ryan Condal said the scene was deleted because they did not learn anything new about Sir Criston Cole or Alicent Hightower. Once again, Olivia disagreed with what he had to say. She thought we would learn something about them. But since it's Ryan's show, she also understands why the scene did not make the episode. Although the episode was directed by a woman, Olivia believes it was Ryan who had the original scene deleted. Since Ryan is the showrunner, he has the final say in regards to what does or doesn't make the show. Now, during another interview, House of the Dragon actress Fia Sabine, who we all know as Helena, said, "Oh, so you had an orgasm at the end of the second episode?" Olivia said, in the nitty-gritty of it, I know. Well, it was intense. That scene went on for effing ages. It may have been the longest sex scene in Game of Thrones history as well. Now, I'm actually very interested in the scene. Not only did Olivia say it was fun and she wanted it to stay in the show, but she also said we would have learned something new about Alicent and Sir Criston. I'm just not sure if HBO would release something like this. Whenever they do end up releasing all the deleted scenes at a later date, it will be interesting to see what happens in the show if anyone ever learns about their relationship. I wonder how Aegon or Aemond might react if they find out he's been sleeping with their mother. Olivia goes on to say, I think Alicent has really weakened herself by submitting to Criston. I think she was almost this deity for him. And now the mystique of it is sort of over, isn't it? Now, does anyone else think it's actually the other way around? I feel that Sir Criston has been the one submitting to Alicent. In their very first sex scene, he's going down on Alicent while she's holding his head. In their next scene, Alicent is riding on top of him. Then, in the last episode, Alicent slapped the shit out of him right before they start making out. Now, you can say she gave in to her weaknesses, but from what we've seen, she has certainly been the aggressor. Olivia goes on to say, Sir Criston Cole eventually becomes infected by the other men surrounding him. He will eventually start to feel this overwhelming desire again to uphold his vows as a man of the Kingsguard. Alicent's eyes will finally open up to how this really isn't working for her anymore, and the indoctrination that her father imparted on her is starting to fade away. Fabian said, I don't want to give much away because it will be very interesting to see how audiences react to the upcoming episodes, but certainly it's affected their relationship, no doubt about that. It sounds like their physical relationship will finally slow down in the